Hey everyone, Commander Josh Hawkins here, and welcome back to the joy of I was going to say the joy of live streaming. The joy of exploration. Well, it is the joy of live streaming, I guess. I mean, I love live streaming, especially when I get to hang out with you guys. So, welcome back to the joy of live streaming. That's kind of like what it is for me. I get the joy of live streaming. You guys get the joy of exploration. There we go. How's it going, everyone? Tosca, Misa, Great Test, Nitrovids, Rogue949, Simon, Bad Karma, Andy K, Spike 553, and Commander DK. What's up, boys and girls? I get to play the game a little bit when I live stream. That's pretty much the reason I like it so much, because, other than that, I don't really get to play all that much. But today, I really, really, really want to find some surface features before I actually start looking for Oh, hey, you know what? We'll do this first. We'll a duck on quack, wire, and JFlow. Hey, accept wire, accept JFlow. There we go. Some new friends. I'd invite you guys all to come explore with me, but I'm pretty far from the bubble right now, of course, as most of you probably know. Excuse me. Let's take a look where we are at the moment. Don't think I've moved too much since the last one. Nope, still 25,500 light years from Sol. But as you can see, I am slowly making my way towards the core. It's slow progress, but I'm getting there. I can't imagine I'm that much further from Sagittarius A. Eventually I will get there. It's so close now. It's so close. I can taste it. If there was such a thing as tasting a black hole. But I don't think you can taste a black hole, because that kind of defeats the whole thing about the black hole, where no information comes out of the black hole. So black hole's not going to have any smell. It's not going to have any taste. It's so boring. I'm not eating many black holes from now on. You're arriving at Sagittarius. At Sagittarius? You mean Sagittarius A, I'm imagining. Zakia is arriving at Sagittarius. Well, how come I don't see you on my friends list, Zakia? Do you not want me to be your friend? Can we not be friends? Hold on, maybe that's you. Are you Yellow Capri Sun? Is that possible? Jump in and find out. Yep, that's true. I could jump in and find out if the black hole has a smell or taste. Excuse me. Elite Alien, you're right. At this rate, I won't be back before the Thargoids come, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because I don't necessarily know if I want to be back just as the Thargoids are arriving. Oh, Tosca is Yellow Capri Sun. Okay. Well, then that means that I don't have Zakia on my friends list if he's or she is just arriving at Sagittarius A right now. So I'm going to let you know that I'm going to continue my, what apparently seems like a futile hunt for surface features. It's so sad. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. It's just getting depressing now that I can't find any surface features anywhere. And I know people are finding them, because I see people finding them all the time and posting pictures of them and stuff, but I just can't seem to find them myself, so it's a little disappointing. Hey, Miguel. How's it going? But let me show you where I am right now. Not on the galaxy map, but the system map, because this is where I left off the other day. And it's a pretty cool system, because not only does it have a neutron star, which you can see right here, but I've bookmarked these planets for a reason. It also has, and I was so stoked about this, a ringed water world, which I'm actually orbiting right now. So I'll show you the ringed water world so you don't have to look at it just on the system map. Here it is, right over here. Oh, you know what? I just forgot. I don't have my voice attack on. Let me turn that on. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Astra, can you hear me? Astra, can you hear me?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Awaiting further instructions.
She is awaiting further instructions. there it is, right there. There's my my ringed water world, which I haven't seen too many of. They're not that common, which is probably why I haven't seen too many of them. You know, before I ever started the broadcast, I gotta adjust my mic a little bit here. Hold on one sec. Guys will just have to tolerate the sounds of my mic boom getting moved around a little bit. Ah, there we go. I think you might be able to hear me a little bit better even. The mic was so far away, I could barely smell the dirty gym sock that covers it. Now I can smell the dirty gym sock. Smells better than a black hole, that's for sure. So yeah. When I first started, before I started the broadcast, I had started these exploration live streams, and we were just talking about this the other day. I don't remember who was talking about it. I was talking about it to someone, but don't ask me who it was. Might have been Turgeon. Might have been on the live stream, actually. And Shibuka was on Distant Worlds. Hey, thanks for joining the Hawk Flock, Ben Nelson. No Turgeon to shoot the hawk today. So, external camera. So, Shibuka was on the Distant Worlds expedition, and I was just trying to get in with Shibuka, like, be friendly with him, because I wanted to steal all of his 500 subscribers at the time. Of course, I didn't tell him that. I was like, hey, let's be friends. No, I'm kidding. I liked Shibuka. Shibuka was cool right from the get-go. I wanted to be his buddy. But we decided we were going to play a little game, and we only played for like one day. And Shibuka was beating me because he was in the core at the time that we started playing this game, and I was like out in the Carina Sagittarius arm, so there wasn't as many systems and stuff. But apparently in the core you find a lot more Earth-likes, and you find a lot more black holes and neutron stars and all that stuff. But the game was basically a point-based game, and ringed Earth-like or ringed ammonia worlds were like the most points. And then ringed water worlds were also high up on the point list. But we didn't find too many of them. I think if I look back in my YouTube message history, I could probably find exactly how many we found. So finding one of these is always cool, because they're just really pretty, and they're rare. I'll fly down into the rings there in a second, just so we can kind of see what it looks like. I haven't taken a look at this belt yet, so I don't really know what it actually looks like up close, but looks kind of rocky. I don't think it's metallic. Looks kind of like a rocky ring. And it's pretty, right? I mean, come on. Look at that. Ringed water worlds. Right in the core. That star field in the back. Me says, subscribe this. I know you guys hate my hawk. Why you guys gotta hate so much? Don't hate the hawk. Don't hate the hawk. What's the hawk ever done to you except blowing a couple eardrums? So there is a neutron star somewhere. Well, I don't know if we could see it from where we are. I mean, cockpit view. Let's see if we can see it. I know it's in here somewhere. If so, is this on Twitch? Did I miss a previous... I must have missed the first part of that message, because Kreshnor, that seems like a continuation of a question. If so, is it on Twitch? I'm going to go with no, it's not on Twitch, unfortunately. There's Zakia. Now we can see where Zakia is. So no, I don't broadcast on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch right now. I did once, but I haven't gone back to streaming on Twitch ever since. But interestingly enough, people keep subscribing to me on Twitch. I don't know why. I haven't put anything up on there in like 9 months. But that's cool. If you want to subscribe to me on Twitch to watch my one live stream that was up there, it's also on YouTube, so you can go check that out. Why is my ship computer called Astra? Because that's the voice pack that I have installed. And I don't... You know, Voice Attack is a great program. I tell everyone to use it because, honestly, I can't even imagine playing Elite Dangerous without Voice Attack at this point. It's just become such an integral part of my space experience, my Elite Dangerous experience. I can't really imagine parting with it. it pretty much does everything that I don't want to do by pressing keys on a keyboard. So I can just tell it to do stuff. And, you know, I mean, like, just simple things, but I have some more complex macros that I've programmed into it, like my full system scan macro that scans and targets the primary star, then jumps to the system map so I could take a look at everything without me having to do anything at all. That way I can kind of like just explore with one hand and, you know, hold a beer in the other hand, and we're all good to go. But Voice Attack is awesome, and it comes with different voice packs. The one that I'm using is called Astra. I'm pretty sure that I could get her to talk if I knew the right commands for it. Hi, Astra. No. Say hi, Astra. No, I don't know what... There's commands that I can use that would get her to say things, and she could, like, talk to us and interact. But I don't really use her for that. I just use her for the... you know, I could even turn her voice off. I have now, and I don't know how to get this going on Voice Attack, but I have a new voice pack that I want to install just because the voice was so much sexier than Astra. But I don't know. I don't know if I could put it on without ruining all of the commands that I have in there right now. So I kind of don't want to put it on just because I'm afraid it's going to ruin everything that I've got. Now, as far as surface features go, I had bookmarked these planets here because this one has Silicate Vapour Geysers, and it's a little binary. And so does this one, also has Silicate Vapour Geysers, and I figured, why the hell not? Maybe I can find some Silicate Vapour Geysers. I think, now I could be completely wrong on this, but from all the pictures that I've seen of locations of these, it seems like they appear more right along the equator. So I'm probably going to go for like craters here, right along the midsection of the planet. And then this one here, I think also, well, I didn't, oh, you know what? I must have been to those two already. I probably flew around these things for like hours and didn't find anything. But this one here I haven't checked out yet. That's a 486 kilometer radius, so I'm going to go check that one out. And before we leave this system, I'll go check that one planet. Actually, I should select it right now. Let's go ahead and select that. Select. I'll go check that planet for some geysers or anything, and then we will continue on our journey towards the core. Canyons, not craters. Yes, I know, Greytest. I meant canyons. That's exactly what I meant, actually. Thank you for correcting me. I'm just scrolling up in the chat here because I want to see what I missed. There's a Herbig AB. Oh, Herbig near me. Okay. Could be interesting. Yeah, sure. I'll go check that out. I'll just copy paste that. Andy K. Thank you very much. Copy. We'll see how far away that is while we fly towards this little planet over here. Oh, that's totally close. Nice. Okay, well, you know what? We'll bookmark that one and go check that one out as well. Cool. Thank you, Andy K. We'll definitely go check that out. Yeah, I know they rotate pretty fast. I wonder if they changed anything in terms of the graphics for them with the 2.2 patch, because I haven't seen one in a while. So, looking back at the chat, yes, it's an HCS voice pack. Yeah, I know, but why? Well, that's the name of the voice pack. That's why. Hello, explorers. How's traveling been? Joshua Ruskoff. Welcome to the live stream. Traveling's been okay, I suppose. I've still not found any surface features, which is a real terrible shame. But, I mean, I am honestly, at this point, I am starting to believe that someone at Frontier is playing a terrible joke on me, and they've disabled surface features on my account. That's the only thing I can think. It's really the only reason that I can think of that I have not yet found them, because I mean, like the other day, I didn't want to live stream this because I thought it would be boring as hell, but I literally flew over the planet, one planet, for like 3 hours in a straight line through canyons and everything, and I just couldn't find anything. I got so fed up. It's disappointing. You know, it's sad times, man. Sad, sad times. All right, let's scan this little moon. And I see there's 2 little binaries just there to the left. So I'll check those as well. May as well. You never know. Binaries, you think they'd be more likely to have surface features because, you know, the tidal forces of the little moons tugging at each other. So let's check this one, see what we got. Afternoon, Michael Allison. Good afternoon. Where in the heck do you live? Are you in Australia that it's afternoon? Of course, no volcanism. So, you know what? We got to get rid of that bookmark. We got to get rid of all 3 of these bookmarks. Delete. Delete. Because otherwise, I see this happening much later on. I'm going to be Kitty Poop 99. Thanks for subbing, Kitty Poop. I think much later on, if I don't delete these bookmarks while I know they're useless, I'll be going, wait a second, why did I bookmark that planet? There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason. Then I'll be scratching my head, and I'll have like thousands of bookmarks and just not know what they're there for, and then I just won't delete them because I'm a bookmark hoarder. Okay, so here, bunch of neutrons and black holes near Colonia. Yeah, I bet you there's a bunch of neutrons and black holes near Colonia. Colonia is just basically the opposite side of the core from where I am right now, and that would mean it has relatively the same distribution of stars, including neutrons and black holes. And this area here actually has a decent amount of neutrons and black holes. I was kind of jumping from neutron star to black hole to neutron star to black hole, which is probably exactly what I'm going to do in this live stream while I hunt for surface features. Because if I'm going to find a surface feature, it's either going to be orbiting a neutron star or a black hole or in a planetary nebula. Someone wants to find me a planetary nebula that's nearby, please, by all means, I will be more than happy to fly there. In the meantime, let me check these 2 little moons out, see what we got. No volcanism. No volcanism. So, again, I could go back to these 2 here with the Silicate Vapour Geysers. I wish there was a way to tell. Maybe Greytest could tell me this. Greytest, do you know if certain elements show up? If there are geysers of a particular kind, or like a particular concentration of elements with surface features? Have the rock rats figured that out yet? Because if there is something that you know that you could share with me, that would be awesome. Looking back at the chat, Australia is still morning? Oh, okay. Didn't realize that. I thought they were 12 hours ahead, which, yeah, you're right. That would be morning, 8:30. Afternoon is Oz. Oz? Is that how you call Australia? Oz? Aussieland? Is equals in. Gotcha. At least for QLD. I'm assuming that means Queensland, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know much about Australia except for the fact that my best friend just moved over there a couple months ago. Met the love of her life, and now she lives in Australia. Josh, you're awfully close to 5,000. I know! Isn't that awesome? Look at that. And the rate that it's going right now, like honestly, by tomorrow morning, I expect that's going to be 4,900 and something. By the time I get home, it's going to be like 4,950 or 4,960. And then it's just a little tiny push to 5,000. And then I can quit YouTube and be happy. So no more live streams, no more videos. I'll just close my YouTube account down because I hit 5,000 and that's it. That was my goal. That was my target. And I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. I just got to change the sub goal to something else. I'll put it to 10,000 or something at that point. But that would be awesome. I could just close my YouTube account down and just like move on to the next phase of my life where I just get fat off of the $5 a month that YouTube pays. Yes. I'll just live the good life. That's my plan. I'm gonna go back to one of these two. I'm gonna go to the smaller one. 421. Oh, 383. There we go. That's the small one right there. A good friend of yours moved to Korea and married a guy there. Wow. South Korea, of course. I'm assuming, because I don't think she would have met anyone from North Korea, at least not on the internet. Do they even have internet in North Korea? I don't think they do. I mean, if they do have internet, it's got to be like highly, highly censored internet, like the worst internet in the world. It's just pictures of Kim Jong-un with his awesome hair. That's all it is. Hey, Kim, Mr. Un, if you're watching this live stream, I love your haircut, dude. You could be on the broadcast. If you want to join the broadcast, I would interview you on the broadcast. Wouldn't that be cool if, like, you're flying around, you meet some commander, and you're like, so where are you from? He's like, North Korea. Yeah, my name's Kim. I heard that... Okay, Misa, you enjoy your dinner, and thank you for good luck on finding the geysers. I hope I find something, too. I heard that there was, like, a law in North Korea that... And someone can maybe double check this and confirm this in the chat, because I don't know if it was actually true. I just heard this. Someone at my work told me this the other day. They said that there's a law in North Korea that all boys of a certain age have to get the same haircut as Kim Jong-un. So I don't know. I mean, if that's just to make him feel better about himself, or if that's... I don't know what that's all about, but that's just terrible. I feel bad for all those kids. So bad. Oh, I was telling Turgeon about this. These two little moons were so close to each other. I mean, look at this. It's nuts how close they are to each other. I've seen planets close to each other before, but, like, these two are practically touching. And they're bumpy little potato planets. Yeah, see, I'm in orbit, but I don't know which one I'm in orbit for. Oh, it must be this one on the left. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay, I have a feeling that these canyons right down here to my left are going to be filled with surface features, because they've got to be. This is a really bumpy moon. I mean, it's like really lopsided and like totally potato. It's not even potato. I've never seen a potato that's this lumpy before. Potatoes are usually a little bit more round and oval. And I'm thinking right down there. I see it. I see where they're going to be. I got a feeling. Ooh, yeah. It's going to be in that canyon right over there. They have 12 hairstyles they can choose from? Oh, okay, well, that's a lot more than I thought. I was thinking they had, like, one hairstyle. So is it, like, all of Mr. Un's previous hairstyles? Like, any hairstyle that he's had in the past, they're allowed to cut their hair like that, right? That's what I'm thinking. Right, Surat? The title stress on these things is got to give me some Silicate Vapour Geysers. We're going to find them. At least I do know with absolute certainty that they show up on the radar. It's something that I've always been wondering, like I thought maybe it's just me that doesn't see them or they don't show up on my radar. But I know they show up around 3 kilometers up. They do show up on the radar as a little blue dot. I've been checking the forums, checking everywhere I can to make sure that I'm not crazy and that I will be able to see them if they're on my radar. Actually, I can zoom my radar all the way out. So I'm just going to do that because they still will show up. And I'm going to fly around. No, we'll put my engines to full. No need to go crazy there with half engines. And I'm just going to fly like this over these canyons. And this way I can kind of read the chat at the same time. And if a blue dot shows up, someone put it in the chat just in case I'm not looking. All right. Deflated volleyball moon. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. What's that? Just subscribed after seeing a few of my vids on Ant's channel. Woo! Thank you, Obsidian Ant. Yeah, we call that the Obsidian Effect. That's what Turgeon has dubbed it. I think it's a great name. Whenever Obsidian Ant is around, people just subscribe to your stuff. It's like a magical thing that happens. Obsidian Ant just blesses you with subscribers. Obsidian Ant's a great guy. We've had him on the broadcast a couple of times. I'm sure we're going to have him back on again sometime in the future, especially with all this new stuff going on with aliens and ancient ruins and relics and stuff. We have to have the Ant come back on, the big Ant, and share his thoughts with us. I have a few theories that I'd like to bounce off him and see what he thinks, because it's cool to hear what he thinks. He's much better at thinking out loud in words than... Do you guys see that? Oh! 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 I don't even know what to say right now. I found them! I found them! I was right! It's around the equator! Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. I didn't even see them, I just saw the blue dot. I'm so happy. This is better than 5,000 subscribers. My first surface features. I feel like a brand new father. It's like I just had 500 little babies that are all spewing blue smoke out into space. And they have very strange bum holes. But that's okay. We love you anyhow. Look how cool these are. What? Whoa. Hey. What just happened? They were all floating out there, and then they just retracted. Like they got scared because I was coming nearby. Kind of like those coral, they just pop right back in when something gets close to them. Oh, this is so cool. Oh man, my chat's not even scrolled down. I gotta see. Yay! Squee! Called it. Congratulations. Yeah, good for you. Happy place. I'm in my happy place right now. I'm so happy. Oh, guys, I'm so glad that you guys were all here to witness this. Now, I can finally say that I found some surface features. And they were on the moon that I thought they were going to be on. Hey, Dr. Kai just came online. Wonder if Dr. Kai's found some surface features. Oh my god. Okay, I got to get out in my SRV and check some of this stuff out. I got to get an up-close look and see maybe there's some... was that a log over there? Look at that. There's like a log. Oh, and that thing too is popping back into the ground. Weird. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
Let's find somewhere to land this thing. Maybe right over here on this little plateau. It's not really much of a plateau, actually. I gotta find somewhere to put down my big fat asp. Maybe right here. Does anyone know if the ship gets hit by one of these geyser blasts, does it take damage? Because I don't want to land on one of these and then have it pea shoot my ship up into the air. There's something on that one too. I could see there's some little crystals. Yeah, I know, unsuitable terrain. God, I gotta get down here. Okay, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna land up here, because I don't even care. There's geysers here. There's Silicate Vapour Geysers here, folks. I found them. I finally found them. And it's in the first... How long is the live stream been on right now? I can't even see, because all my windows are in the way. 29 minutes. That's right, 29 minutes. I found them. I'm so happy. Okay, let's go land. Hey. Bring her down nice and gentle now. Come on. You're down. Engage. Oh, such a pain in the ass when it does that. Land. Urgh. Gotta find another spot. Spot was no good. Nope. There we go. Descend. Yar. Okay. How are my SRVs doing? That one's good. The fuel's a little low. We'll take the one with more fuel. Hooray! I'm gonna explore some geysers. Gonna explore some geysers. Run over them with an SRV? Yeah, I could do that. I don't want to... I mean, I really do want to see myself get shot up in the air. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to blow up one of my SRVs. I only have 2 of them, so... Oh... Okay, I have to... I really wish I was in Oculus right now. Because I want to see, like, what these look like in virtual reality. Give you a bit more perspective on how big they are. Looks like a weird bumhole. This one needs a little cream. I think it's got some hemorrhoids. That one there is a little gassy. Oh, jeez. Look at this one. This one's the one that collapsed into the ground. Let's get right down in there, shall we? Geoproctologist. That's me. Josh, the geoproctologist. Yeah, chassis integrity. Chassis integrity is not compromised. Not 100%. Shh. Shh. Be quiet. We're hunting for geysers. Alright, I want to get down to that bottom area there. Whee! Because there's that one with the crystal that I saw right up ahead. Let's go check these out. There's where I want to be. Right down here. In the active region. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Oh. Okay. There we go. Thank you. Flip back over. Alright. We're cool. Nobody panic. It's all good. Where's that crystal-y thing? Oh, there it is. Oh, damn you, little geyser. Stop me from moving forward. Let's go see what this is. The scanner's like going apeshit here. It's got like a million things. So, did we find life? No, probably not. These crystals aren't going to be life forms. They're just going to be crystalline structures. What do we got? Crystalline cluster. Crystalline cluster. Typical human indeed. What did I miss? YouTube is the only place where I could see this live. We need a highlight for that. Oh, yeah. You know what? Greytest, if you could, like, just write down the time in the live stream when that happened. It's 30 minutes or something. That'd be great. Imagining tiny zero atmosphere crabs blocking Josh's landing gear from attaching to the ground. It's kind of what it feels like. Dark Returns. You do need voice attack. It's like $5, dude. Go buy it. You're gonna love it. It's the greatest thing ever. Shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it. Don't worry. Nitrovids. It's getting shot. I promise. The Bog of Eternal Stench. Yes, it's very much like the Bog of Eternal Stench, but because they're small. No, that doesn't make sense. I was going to make a joke about stench because you spelled it stench and it's stench, but it does kind of look like the Bog of Eternal Stench, which is one of my favorite movies, by the way. If anyone here has not seen Labyrinth, you know, poor David Bowie's dead, but whatever. It's an amazing movie anyhow, with all the Jim Henson puppets. Oh, yeah. Nice SRV flying. Oops, never mind. Huh? Xanaxer, you want to see me explode? That would be so not good for me to explode. I'm way too far from the bubble to be blowing up SRVs. I love how Obsidian Ant says geysers as geezers, as if there's some sort of tough guy roughing you up on a moon in the middle of nowhere. That's pretty much every UK Brit says geysers. I think. I don't think any of them say geysers. All right. Epic Scream was at 2644. Oh, is that what you wanted to mark off? My epic scream? All right, let's shoot some of these crystalline structures, shall we? Pew, 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 pew. What did I get? Tin. Okay, I don't care about tin. Actually, Grey Test, do I care about tin? I'll take cadmium.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I think I want cadmium. Let's go pick it up. It's still floating in the air. There we go. Got the cadmium. I don't think I need tin for anything, but let's take a look. Synthesis. Well, Grey Test could probably tell me what tin's used for. Grey Test, if you could tell me what tin is used for, that would be awesome. I'm going to go look for more little crystal-y things. And you know what? Since we don't have anyone else but me in here at the moment, I'm going to turn up my game sounds just a little bit. Just so I can hear the sounds that these geysers make. Oh, I'm so happy I found these. Man, like so happy. This one's smoky. I guess nothing happens if you just shoot them by themselves. Apparently not. But look at all the different shapes, too. It's so cool. I'm so happy that I found a field of geysers like this. These are Silicate Vapour Geysers, by the way, folks. If you're wondering. Oh, there's a big one smoking over there. Let's go see that one. Yeah, these, I don't think these ones will shoot me up in the air, because they're not, wow, this one's like smoking like, wow, it's covered in all kinds of stuff. Holy crap. Okay, hold on one second. External camera. I gotta do this, because I don't know if I'll be back at this place again. Start recording.
Okay.
I want to make a video of as many surface features as I can find. That's going to be a video I'd like to put together. Of course, I wanted to do that for a while, but I didn't find any surface features, so it's kind of hard to make a video on surface features when you just can't find any. I think that Kim Jong-un must be in my live stream, because when I mentioned his name and I was like, he had a cool haircut, I think he hacked. I think he had the North Korean hacking team hack Frontier and unblock the surface feature block they had on my account. I'm pretty sure that's what was going on. Thanks, Kim Jong-un. Really appreciate it, dude. Finally, I get to see some smoky Silicate Vapour Geysers. You know, they don't seem so geysery right now. I'm wondering if this is just like one state that they're in, and if these things will eventually start spewing like the gas up into the sky. That would be really cool. I'd love to see this whole place just like shooting smoke up into space. Stop recording.
As you wish.
The spikier the crystal, the rarer the mineral it is. Thank you for that, Turgeon. I was not aware of that. Cockpit view. But this one actually has a whole bunch of stuff on it. Pickeous cobble. Crystalline cluster. And it even has a third one on it. Another crystalline cluster. External camera. Let's get one of these. Start recording. Start recording.
Confirmed.
Oh, so cool. That Pickeous cluster kind of looks... It looks organic. It really does. I mean, I know it doesn't necessarily have to be organic to be bulbous like that, but it kind of has like an organic look to it. Looks like some kind of living creature. And the crystals are actually transparent. They actually have opacity to them, which is cool. Look at that. You can see through them. You can see the rock formation behind it. Oh, finally. Aren't you proud of me, Turgeon? I found them all by myself. And 25,000 light years from Sol, too. So I'm pretty stoked on that. So, yeah. Stop recording.
Affirmative.
Cockpit view. Let's shoot some of these things. Let's see what we got. Shoot the pikeyiest cobble. What do we get? Iron? Okay, so that sort of shows what Turgeon was just saying. The spikier they are, the rarer the material. Oops. Let's see what this one is. Tin and cadmium again. Well, I'll pick up the cadmium. Didn't pick up the cadmium at all. Oh, my cargo scoop is not down, that's why. There we go.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Grab that. And may as well grab the tin, too. What the hell? There we go. Let's grab that tin. I'm sure tin's used for something that I'm going to need eventually. Let's see what else we got over here. This is so much cooler than harvesting little nodes from the ground, because it just got such a nice look to it. Like, man, this looks so cool roaming through this field. It almost feels alive in a sense, you know? A little bit more motion. You got the steam coming out. Adds to the real sense of exploration. I'm just so excited right now. God, guys, I can't tell you how excited I am. I don't know if you can tell, because... Oh, look, I forgot there's that other little moon right up there, too. Really nice horizon here. Oh, I see some more crystals up on that one over there. Stop! Stop! Ah. Oh! There we go. Or is it just over here? Bloop. Yeah, there's another one with a bunch. Should be able to get them from here, I think. Crystalline fragments. No. I think it's too far behind that one. Get that one. Manganese. More tin. That one we're not going to get, but I can shoot it like this. Come on. There we go. More manganese. Alright. Nabil Chowli, you didn't miss it, you made it. Thanks for joining in. Bruce Brown, thanks for joining the Hawk Flock. Oh, shoot that damn hawk. Okay, that was for Turgeon. Terrible. Worst impression ever. Turgeon is rolling his eyes right now and going, oh, you silly Canadian. That's what he's saying. I know he's saying that. Or he's saying something else. I don't know what else he's saying, but it's probably in some cheeky British slang language. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one. It's going to be tough because it's stuck right up against the thing. Let's see. Tin is used for advanced SRV repairs. Okay, and making baked bean cans. Oh, okay. Well, that's good because I need my baked beans for... Come on. Nope, that didn't work. I need my baked beans for DayZ. Oh, there we go. I got it. And last but not least... Oh, where is it? It's over here. Ah, I'm stuck in this hole. Oh well, we'll just go back down here. I got an A for effort. All right, that's awesome. Oh, look at my. Okay, listen, guys. I don't claim to be a pro SRV driver or anything. I can fly. Don't ask me to drive with a HOTUS, okay? It's the next thing I gotta get. It's the only thing I'm missing for my full setup here is a retracting steering wheel and pedals for this SRV. Give me a steering wheel, I'll drive this thing. Oh, I'll drive it anywhere you want me to. I'll be launching off cliffs and taking jumps and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Just doing the crazy. But, trying to drive a car with a joystick. Here, is this one going to shoot me in the air? Yeah, whee! Did you see that? I caught like a whole foot of air from that one. Let's try it again. Ready? Oh, that's not working. No, it's not actually shooting me in the air. I don't think this geyser is quite ready to shoot me in the air. It's too much of a baby geyser. Uh-oh. External camera. Uh-oh. Well, if it starts shooting... Oh, I'm sparking. My wheels were sparking. That would have been hilarious if it just erupted right there and launched me up into the sky. Okay, well, it didn't. So, that's all good. I'm going to just go check out a couple more little crystalline structures here. And then I got to bookmark this place so I can come back when you guys aren't all watching and do my secret video thing. The real top secret video. There's a couple more down here. Oh, this is a cool area. You know what? I'm going to get one video right now of me driving through here just because it looks cool. Do a nice slow drive through. Start recording.
As you wish.
External camera. If only there was a way to make the SRV driving not bumpy while you're in debug camera. Unfortunately, it turns and contours with every bump that the SRV takes, which makes filming a royal pain in the fumeral formation hole. Cockpit view. It's amazing how far these fields go out, though. I mean, like, this is a quite the large swath of land. It's all the way up those canyons, too, which is amazing. So, this is going to be my test. I'm going to go to the other moon after I'm done driving around here and looking at these ones, because the other moon also has Silicate Vapour Geysers. And I'm going to go to the equator there as well. And I'm going to see if I can find another canyon that's right on the equator, because I have a feeling that, like, just based on the images that I've looked at, every time I see a location, they always seem to be kind of like right around the equator of the planet, or pretty close to it. And, you know, that makes geologically, it's pretty scientifically sound, because, like, you know, geologically speaking, the equator is where it's going to bulge the most, and you're going to have the most tectonic movement right there. I mean, I'm no geologist, but it kind of makes sense to me. Look at, there's a nice view over there. There's a bulge. Oh my god, it's bulging. Look, it's bulging into another moon. What, Turgeon, do it? Oh no. Don't tempt me, you'll make me drop into the live channel and play the sample. They love the samples, man. Oh, hey, Ghost Giraffe. You know, Ghost Giraffe, you really should have, like, a Mars or a Sparks account. Because I want to call you Mars, because I'm pretty sure it's Mars, but you just don't know. Because it's just a Ghost Giraffe. Josh looking for bulges. Yeah, I get bulges every night. That's the joy of being married. Oh, I mean, not those type of bulges, of course. I meant the other type of bulges. Wait a sec. Well, I don't know which type of bulges you guys are thinking of, but definitely not in the way that you're thinking of, because this is a family channel. I'm gonna shoot the pickiest cobble and change the subject really quick, just in case my wife is listening to this. She's downstairs watching The Crown. Speaking of Brits, There's a show that she's like addicted to right now. I watched a little bit of it yesterday. If you like drama and you like the Queen and you want to know a little bit more kind of like, you know, background story on the Queen and the Queen of England, of course. So, I mean, what other queen would I be talking about? There's like a whole TV show on Netflix called The Crown that you can watch, and it's pretty cool. It's not bad. I'm not going to say I didn't kind of get into it for the 20 minutes that I watched it before Walking Dead came on. But, I mean, I would much rather watch Fool Us, the Penn and Teller show where they get all these magicians coming on and trying to trick them. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I used to work as a magician, so it's really cool. And I very much admire Penn and Teller because they're amazing, and I've always loved their style of magic. And they're great magicians. A couple of the tricks that they've done I still cannot figure out. But they get all these other magicians to come on the show and try to fool Penn and Teller. And I mean, look, I'm no Penn and Teller, but I'm a pretty damn good magician. And most of the stuff that these other magicians are coming on and doing, these are great magicians too. I mean, like most of these guys, fantastic. You know, they all do this for a living. I can figure out, or I know most of the tricks that they're doing and how they're done, but it's still awesome to watch. I love watching magic tricks, even if I know how it's done. Oh, what? What? Did that thing seriously just go through the ground? External camera. It did! The one that got away. Say goodbye to that crystalline fragment. It's gone forever. I wonder if it'll keep dropping and then eventually fall out the other side of the planet. I wonder if we could kind of calculate out what... Hey. Am I seeing things? Or is there smoke down there? Look where the crystalline fragment's falling. I'm not imagining that. That's actually smoke. That's not like that's not galaxy or anything. That's smoke under the terrain. That's it. So I don't know if that's like on the other side of the planet or if those are just more geysers that are like deep underground, but interesting. It'll disappear after a few kilometers falling? You can say exactly what happens to an SRV that falls through the planet. Oh, you can? Yeah, Turgid, why don't you hop in chat with me, man? I'm in live right now. Feel free. Unless you're tired, then I understand. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. You don't have to come in live if you don't want to. Not peer pressuring you or nothing. You know, it's not like anyone here really wants to hear your crazy shenanigans on the live stream, right? I mean, does anyone really want to hear Turgeon talking? You could put it in chat. Just say no. No, we don't want to hear Turgeon at all. No. No. You'll see. You'll see, Turgeon. You're going to see they're all going to say no, we don't want Turgeon to jump in chat with you. Oh, God. There's instant karma for being an ass. I just spilled water all over myself.
That's the price you pay.
Oh, Turgeon, I felt like I must have had like a geriatric moment there. I went to put the glass up to my mouth and just started tipping it. It wasn't even... like, at least it just... I'm soaked. Seriously, I'm soaked.
It's the excitement of finding the silicate vapor.
Yeah, I just peed a little bit in my pants, that's all. just a little pee.
A little bit of wee came out, yes. No, I'll tell you what happens if you get your SRV stuck into a planet then. You fall and you fall and you fall, and you gradually, you accelerate, and then you sort of reach the center of the planet, and then you carry on going towards the other end of the planet, and you never actually reach the surface on the other side because the gravity grabs you again and you start falling back towards the middle. So if you left it for many hours. I did this for about an hour before I gave up and restarted in a non-Horizons client. If you just left it going for hours and hours and hours, you would eventually settle to the center of the planet.
Very interesting.
I wouldn't recommend it.
So the gravity actually is centered around...
The gravity is as it should be, apart from the fact it would crush you. But, you know, it does, you bounce right the way through the center of the planet towards the other end, but never quite enough, and then bounce back again, ever slightly less each time, so you would settle to the center eventually.
That's pretty cool.
Probably take about a day.
that kind of reminds me of... what was it? The remake of Total Recall, where they have that transportation system that's basically like a tube that goes through the middle of, or not necessarily right through the middle. It doesn't go through the core. It kind of goes around the core, but it falls through the planet. That was genius. Like, we need one of those.
Yeah, keeping it open would be a but yeah, it would be interesting to do.
It would be interesting. Well, because
Gray's right. Cool. When you reach the middle, you should be. I mean, there's zero gravity at the center of the planet.
Well,
that's the point. There is actually
yes.
And I noticed. I watched it. That's another thing. I watched on the little gravity. You know, the how many G's it tells you, and I could tell when I reached the center of the planet because it actually said 0. Really? It did actually count all the way down to 0, and then it started counting back up again.
But I have a feeling that that's not what would happen in real life.
Well, no, in real life, the inside of planets isn't an empty void.
well, obviously, yeah. I mean, it's not an empty void. But I mean, if there was like a hole that went right through the planet, I wonder. No.
Well, there couldn't be, because the planet would just crush in on it and squash it.
Yeah.
Because you've got half a planet's worth of mass each side of the hole,
and all that good stuff. Okay, you have to remind me that I'm playing on my actual live exploration account, just so I don't do something stupid.
Be careful. Keep an eye on your hull integrity.
91, because like when I was doing the canyon jumping, I got down to 1%. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm so happy I found these Silicate Vapour Geysers. We're going to go test my theory now. I'm going to fly over to the other moon and see if I can do the exact same thing, just go around the equator. Because I don't think anyone has come up with a solid way of finding surface features yet. I mean, as far as I know, it's just like random chance. Nobody said like, oh, well, if you go to the equator, then you'll definitely find them. I don't know if anyone's tested that, or if anyone's had the opportunity to, or if anyone's even thinking about testing it, but this is my theory, and this is, of course, based on looking at screenshots of other commanders who have been so kind to post the location of the surface features that they found. Of course, these are all, like, near inhabited space, so I don't know what they were doing specifically, if they just happened to land there. Curtis Rogers joined, and just in time, Turgeon is here. Maybe, perhaps, there will be a sound clip to be played. Yes.
Say hello to my little friend.
There you are. Why, thank you. That's what we were missing. Excellent. So, what do you think? Look at this place. Looks like a teenager with raging hormones. Looks like my forehead in grade 9. Except for the steam coming out of it. That was...
It looks like someone having a sneaky cigarette in the school toilets there, blowing the smoke out.
Here, you know what? I'm just gonna back up a little bit so we could see just how big of an area this place covers. And it was right there, Turgeon. It was right there. I landed, and like bloop, there it was.
Yes, squee. Yeah, it was a Shibuka moment for you.
there it is. This is my wife would probably like this. Tell me what is wrong with women? I'm sure if there's any women in here right now, I don't mean this in a bad way. I just mean, like, I've met girls that have this obsession with popping pimples. And I don't know what it is. That it's a sick, sick obsession that women have, and the only thing that they've been able to, oh, it's a woman thing, we like to groom. It's like, you know, they get so excited at the side, at this, oh, you got a pimple.
Oh, you've got a spot.
That's mine. That's
get
mine.
off.
That's mine. I'm like, no, it's not yours. Like, piss off. Like, I'm
it's
gonna. No, you don't touch that. That's mine. I don't know.
True.
And it's not just one. More than one. More than one. I don't know. Maybe guys have that obsession too. I think it's kind of a weird, sick. Anytime that happens, like, you know,
Strange
brushing my
thing.
teeth. You know, I got my shirt off. Like, oh, look, you got a pimple on your back. That's mine. That's mine. I'm like, oh, why can't you just leave it alone? You know, like, maybe it doesn't want to be squeezed. Just leave it alone. And then, of course, she'll call me a baby. Oh, you're such a baby. Oh, it's gonna hurt. You know, like, no, it's just I don't want someone poking at my back while I'm brushing my teeth. Like, geez, and we're getting ready for bed. But yeah, what's wrong with women? Someone said women are judged on their appearance constantly. Okay.
Well, it is a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. And I mean, if you have a giant volcanic pimple right in the middle of your forehead, okay, I'm not going to leave that there. Transient, thanks for joining the Hog Flock. You know what you guys are getting for that, by the way. I'm waiting.
Yes, you can have this one.
Hey Hawk, subscribe this.
Oh God, the turkey gobbles are great. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a giant gusher right in the middle of your forehead, okay, granted, that's not something you want to leave there. But if you have a tiny, tiny little pimple somewhere on your back and you don't even know it's there, why does it need to be squoze? Why can't you just leave it in peace? It'll go away on its own. Why are women sick in the head like that? That's what I think. I think it's a disease. Rogue not for that. It's like, what a strange conversation this is. Yep. Sorry, Rogue.
It is. Yes.
It's my giddy conversation. It's what happens when I find geysers. I get very excited. All right.
Good geysers, probably.
Or geysers. So let's.
Geysers. It'll be because it's Icelandic and they're strange people.
Geysers.
They know all about them, of course. Their entire country is like one big volcano, so they should know.
Yeah. In Iceland, don't they live on a fault line?
They do. They live on half on America and half on the Eurasian fault line.
Yeah.
And their country's getting wider by about 6 inches a year or something.
Yeah, it's
I can't remember.
crazy to think of, like, yeah, how would you like to live on a fault line? I don't think I'd really want to. I don't know about you.
I've seen what their roads are like. You know, roads are pretty bad in my part of England, but no, Iceland, their roads, no. It's like you know, razor sharp rocks and spikes and boulders that tax any SRVs, and they say, no, this is one of the good roads. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Thanks. All right, so we're going to test this theory out. These two planets are very... You saw the orbit these things have, Turgeon? Like how close they are to each other. I was telling you about these. Remember the other day? I was like, these two were so close. They were practically touching. I mean, you can see how close they are. They're both tiny, by the way. That's a really tiny moon. It's like 400 kilometers.
Yeah, you got to be with things like that in them. They can't be more than about 450.
Yeah, so then I'm going to go right here. Again, pretty much right on the equator. I'm going to just go to that canyon right there. That one that's right in front of me here. This one is pretty much right on the equator. And let's see if we find more. Let's see if this theory is sound. Because if it is, I will be very happy. And maybe we'll find some geysers of different colors. Funny thing is, I didn't even see them until I saw the little blue dot pop up. And then I was like, oh, blue dot! That's exactly what I've been looking for. So very happy about that. Fault lines are mostly harmless, ignoring the volcano, says Grey Test. Yeah, you know, it's just a volcano. Who cares about those? Show me the geysers. All right. Let's see if we can find more geysers in 10 seconds after landing. That would be amazing. So we'll prop ourselves in this position right over here. We're 3 point something up. In fact, let's do a visual this time. External camera. We'll do it like this. We'll see if we can spot them this way. So I can read the chat. Ack, 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 ack. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Elite Alien was talking about aliens and not existing and conquering worlds, so...
Okay. Gotcha. Mars Attacks. That movie... Honestly, I didn't know what to make of it. It was genius in one way and then just completely retarded in another way. Did you like that movie?
It was... Oh, it's sort of like 50s camp revisited. It's its own thing, definitely.
Yeah. It
Tom
has its
Jones.
moments, I suppose.
Danny DeVito, yeah.
We're already here, says Elite Alien. Yeah, I know. I've watched your series. I know you're there. Jason Flint, thank you for joining the Hawk Vlog very much. 8 more till 4,900, folks. Let's see. Maybe we'll get 8 more during this stream, and we'll hit that 4,900 mark. I'm hoping to be at 5,000 by tomorrow this time. That's my goal. That's what I'm aiming for. I would like to say a big thank you for Obsidian Ant again for tossing my video into his 3302 update. That was very kind of him. It's always nice to get a shout out from the big ant. And for anyone who's in the chat right now, anyone who's watching the live stream, by the way, introductions here. Hello, Turgeon Starstone in the chat with us right now.
Hello.
If you've just found my channel through Obsidian Ant, then oh look! I see some more.
You could be right. Your special theory.
There they are, right there. Brent Wolf, thank you. Hawkflock.
Hawkins' special theory of geyser activity.
Yep. Hawkins' special theory.
Shoot it. Shoot the bloody hawk.
You saw it here first, folks. If anyone else tries to claim this for themselves, you heard it here first. Anyhow, Turgeon Starstone. If you're new to my channel, if you've just come over from Obsidian Ant and you have not heard of Turgeon Starstone, I cannot recommend his channel enough. Turgeon is a good friend, and he's a co-host on the broadcast. And holy crap, dude! Sorry, Turgeon. You know, here,
I'll tell you what. I'll just
pause.
slap a link to my channel in the chat, and then you can go back to shabookering.
Yeah.
Oh, dude!
Just stop my shit for
you
one
can
sec.
say.
Just stop it, just for one sec, so I could finish my thought. Go check out Turgeon's channel. He's got a link right there in the chat. And you know what? Let me give a quick description of what you're going to find on Turgeon's channel. Turgeon.
They're flamey ones, don't they? Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Turgeon.
You may praise me, sir.
I will praise you now. So Turgeon has a series called Turgeon's Travels. I've said this many times before. My wife loves his series, and I love his series, and I've even shown it to plenty of friends and coworkers at work, and they all think that he is quite the genius. Turgeon's series is comedic. It follows him on a episodic series as he's exploring the galaxy, very similar to my own, but with a much more comedic twist to it. He's got several AI on his ship that he acquires over a period of time, and the interactions between Turgeon and the AI is spectacular. So definitely go give his channel a look. It's not quite as crazy as mine. Like, you're not going to find a million different things in a million different playlists. It's pretty simple to go to his channel, start on episode 1, and then just watch all the way through.
You've got 2 playlists there. You've got Turgeon's Travels and Elite videos that aren't Turgeon's Travels.
And they're all fantastic, so you should check them all out. But watch Turgeon's Travels, because Turgeon's Travels is the main series that basically started the whole thing. Yeah, these are little flamey ones. These are not Silicate Vapour Geysers. So that's interesting, because I wasn't expecting
yeah,
to
it looks
see
like you've got the
magma. Some
Yeah,
magma.
magma ones. Cool.
Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear.
We're gonna
I
test
wouldn't be
this
driving
theory.
the SRV on top of them.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, I don't know. They probably have the same effect. It might just be a different graphical effect.
We're gonna test this theory once we find another planet, because I'm very excited now. I want to see if that's actually the way that it works. But I must go and destroy humanity. Until later, bros. Elite Alien, thanks for joining in, man. Take it easy, bud. We'll see you around.
Low gravity warning.
So yeah. Look at this. Oh, look at the view. Okay, all you explorers, you can all appreciate this. External camera. Start recording.
Okay, executing now.
Beauty. Real beauty there. Look at that. The moon in the background, the dense star field, the surface features. Yeah, I'm having a Shibuka moment. That's exactly what it is. I'm singing. I'm like
You'd be
tapping
saying,
my
"Oh,
feet.
look at the moon," you'd be saying. Look at that scene with the moon.
Oh, it's awesome. Cockpit view.
Yeah, that's good. You got the sparky ones. That's
Yeah,
good.
let's go look at some of these. Look at that one's really flaming over there too. It's just spewing out fire. Gushing. Wow.
Mark says, "Where in the galaxy are you? You're still the other side of the core, are you?
Yes.
Are you still just the other side of the core?"
External camera. I'll pull up the galaxy map here in just a sec. As soon as I've captured a little bit of this for everyone to take a look at.
Brent's saying, "Is it deep canyons at the equator or any equatorial canyons?" Well, it has to be volcanic places, obviously.
Yeah,
Preferably small ones. Small ones.
the
'cause they've got
planet
a-
actually has to say that it has some type of volcanism. If it
Well, that's
says
quite good.
if it says no volcanism, then I'm sure you're not going to find any volcanism. I mean, maybe you will, but that would be.
That looks very gooey. That's like Hawaii level of viscosity. That is.
Yeah, it's a
very
nice
runny.
effect with the sparks flying up into the stars, though. Look at that.
Yeah.
And this is how stars are born. Well, maybe not.
Fireflies, man. Alien fireflies.
Alien fireflies, so cool.
Space flies. That's what you used to have in X, wasn't it? X Beyond the Frontier. I had a campaign on the original X to get them to put space flies in the sequel, and they did. Because they were mentioned in the original X.
Journey to the center of the Earth.
They never actually put them in.
I don't remember space flies in X. I have
They put
most
them in
of
the
them.
sequels.
Cockpit view.
As a trading commodity, they were. But yeah, they mentioned them in the first one.
Ah, okay. These are really cool. I do want to see some of the water
Oh, hot.
geysers. It's very
Very
hot.
hot.
I'm still gonna say it's probably cool since this is an
Smoking.
airless moon. Oh, Matthew Horsel. Thanks for and Eric Brennan as well. Look at that. We need 3 more for 4,900. Holy crap! This is an exciting day for me, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to put out a next video. I'm really excited for this. Sorry I haven't been making my Exploring the Milky Way Galaxy series quite so much. But, I mean, I am going to do that again. I've just been having a lot more fun doing the updates and news and features videos than Exploring the Milky Way. It's just, it's a lot easier. It's much less time consuming. You know, I can do those in one night of not sleeping till 6 in the morning instead of 5 nights of not sleeping till 6 in the morning. So,
Or 3 weeks in the case of my latest episode, or was it since your last episode 2 months?
yeah, it's been a while.
Not sleeping, going, I can't finish it.
Yeah, it has been a while. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tough thing when you kind of like lose the idea that you're going for. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Let me just get an interesting little.
Our fickle muses.
Oh, fickle muses. That's right.
Or in my case, it's not so much a fickle muse, it's a lazy bastard because I haven't flown to the location I need to fly to get the footage I want.
Ah.
So I'll have to do that.
No spoilers now, Turchin.
Oh no.
Look how cool this is. It's a beautiful view. So, okay. Stop recording. Stop recording.
Confirmed.
Slather Strange in chat there says, watching any of the Alien movies while playing this game and exploring equals creepy.
Cockpit view.
Oh, yes.
I would imagine so. So this is really cool. So far, we're 2 for 2 with my theory that they appear towards the equator. We're going to go now and find another planet. I mean, I could fly to another canyon that's along the equator on this planet and just kind of see if anything else
Well,
pops
there's
up.
no point. You've already found one.
Exactly.
Proved it. This planet is in the proved column. You tick that one.
Yep, proved. First try, too. I don't even have to go looking.
No more data to be gained here.
Rogue, Rogue's taking off? Oh, okay. Rogue, take it easy, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry if I missed you already leaving. Sorry about that. I'm sure you'll catch it on the flip side if you catch up on the rest of this video. Retract landing gear.
Retracting the landing gear.
Turgeon, do you... Oh, no, you don't have voice attack. Never mind. You would be the wrong person to ask about voice attack questions.
Yeah, I just never get round to getting it.
Yeah,
I should one of these days, but it might
should.
confuse me.
external camera. Start recording.
As you wish.
Just gonna get these little puck marks in a quick video here. Should wait for that. There we go. A little pan up. Pan up of the puck marks. Do, 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 do. Some of them flaming, some
Razor
of them
burn.
not. What's that?
Razor burn.
How about
That's what it
a
is to razor.
magic how-to video? Eric Hendrickson says, "How? Oh, you know, speaking of magicians, Turgeon's brother is also
Yeah.
a magician. Turgeon, I was
He's
just
a
saying before.
professional close-up magician.
Yeah, exactly. Turgeon's brother does exactly what I used to do for a living. He is a close-up street magic magician, Well, I mean, street magic or bars or bar mitzvahs, weddings.
He's restaurants, social functions, trade shows, all that kind of jazz close-up magician.
It's the best, as far as I'm concerned, it is the best form of magic. Don't get me wrong, I love stage magic as well. Stage magic is very extravagant and very elaborate, and some of the contraptions that they use to do the tricks that they do is just like mind-blowing. Because the effects are phenomenal. You know, you get a guy standing on a tiny little platform 10 feet above the crowd, and poof, he's gone. Like, what? What? Where did he go? You know, and, you know, sure, it's amazing. But when you see it happen 3 inches from your face...
Yeah, and that's the thing. The stage stuff by necessity is a contrived, it's a controlled environment.
Yeah.
But if you're doing close-up magic, it's 360.
Yeah.
You know, it's like games in VR.
Now,
you have to be aware of everybody all around you
Now,
watching.
that's-
You know, and be careful with what you're doing.
that's not to say...
And that's what makes it the in-your-face side of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and to me, it's a little bit more real like that, because not only are
It
you
is.
seeing it
It's
in your face...
I think it would be fair to say it's magic in its purest form.
I'm going to agree with you on that. It really is. And it would be very unfair to me to do magic how-to videos. Although I wouldn't mind explaining if you have a trick that you can figure out. I can tell you if it's not too, if it's not like a big, huge secret. I don't mind revealing 1 or 2 magic tricks. It's not like I'm performing right now, and I don't think any magicians would care. But I mean, that aside, guys like David Copperfield, I mean, he's an incredible stage magician, but he is also very good at sleight of hand and up close and personal magic as well, street magic. I've watched him. He does a ring vanish that I just cannot figure out, and I would love to know his technique for that. It's amazing. It's just mind-blowing amazing. It's just one of those things that if I figured it out, that would be like my best kept secret in the world.
I could ask my brother, he'll probably know.
Oh, it'd be really cool if he does. I also watched this one guy on Penn and Teller's Fool Us that did a marker vanish, and I have a few vanishes. I know a fair amount of sleight of hand. I mean, that's really what street magic is all about, sleight of hand. unless you're using gaff decks. But, you know, gaff decks, I try to stay away from that as much as possible. My type of magic is the type of magic that even if I'm not performing and I walk somewhere and someone's like, oh, hey, I heard you're a magician. I got a pack of cards. Can you show me something?
Can you show us something? Yeah, exactly.
I want to be able to do this with their deck. Again, it just adds to the realism. It adds to the magic. That's what magic is for me. It's real. It's not where I go, hold on a second, let me take out my special deck of cards and show you a magic trick. Which is why, like David Blaine, I always had a thing against David Blaine because he's like Houdini.
Not too keen on him myself, really, I have to say.
Well, David Blaine is very much like a modern Houdini, okay? And I think that's what he wanted to be. Houdini, aside from being a magician, was also a public or a publicity stuntman. And
in a different world.
Yeah, different world.
Yeah,
But-
when magic had a different role, so, you know, in Houdini's world, it's a different thing.
But publicity stunts are just that. They're stunts. And anyone really can do a publicity stunt if you have the endurance or willpower to do it. And there's nothing magical about it. And I think that that's one of the things that kind of turned me off about David Blaine, is that as far as magic is concerned, the second that the audience or the viewer or the participant or the volunteer realizes that what you're doing isn't magic, then no matter what else you do, no matter how great it is, it loses its effect. It loses some of its effect. And, you know, doing publicity stunts is really cool if you're looking for publicity, but it's not cool as a magician, because then everyone else is going to be like, okay, well, so you can hold your breath really long. That's, yeah, good for you, man. You know, oh, you'll go for 20 days in a box underground with just a window where people are walking over you. Hey, good for you.
Yeah,
It's not a magic trick.
You know, no one's going to believe that, man. When something stops being like as you say, a magic trick, and enters into the realm of you're watching a film special effect, then it's crossed over a line, and people's credibility these days, they're not going to buy into that because they see films, you know. And that's the strength of close-up magic, because there's no special effects, there's no big fancy props, there's no, oh, look at me, I'm buried in the ground. It's like it's there in your hands with something as ordinary as cards, and they go, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Because it's ordinary. That's the point about close-up magic.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
It's so ordinary that it's magic.
It's so ordinary that it's mind-blowing. Oh, here's a little 2986. Ah, it's too far from the planet. It's a fast spinny one right over there. I thought these two would be pretty close. They are, but no moons. And this is the Herbig AEBE. Usually these things are flying. I mean, like spinning out of control. This one is a little bit more quiet. It's not really going anywhere at all. I didn't see who that was on the live stream that just joined. So, well, thanks for subbing, whoever that was. Sorry, I didn't catch the name. I was looking at the star, wondering why it's not moving. Because usually these things are spinning like crazy. Usually they're also a lot brighter than this.
Yeah, and they've also changed their colour.
Yeah, I'm also noticing...
They all look like T-Tories in the past, fast-spinning T-Tories, and now they're...
It has a kind of an interesting flare effect going on. It looks like
yes, it is
spikes
quite
coming
a flare star, that one. Yeah, that's cool.
It looks almost fuzzy, really. Look at that. It's got like these very
It's cool.
spiky flares coming off of it.
A leaky corona.
Yeah. It's interesting. Oh shit. It's also very hot. Okay, let's fly away from the Herbig star. There we go. Just to a safe distance. Okay, so let's go find another planet to find more surface features and test out the theory. I want to test the theory just a little bit more and see if we can find some more surface features. So let's turn off all of those. And I was doing neutron stars. That's the one I just came from. Let's go to this one next. Neutron star there. That's a neutron star. Have I been to this one? There's a neutron star as well. Okay, we got a couple more neutron stars to go check out. Let's go check out that one right over there and find some more surface features. For those of you just joining in, welcome to the live stream for the joy of exploration. This is my semi-impromptu. Scott Hayward joined the Hawk Vlog. Thanks for joining, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. So basically,
Cookie says, Josh, for Pete's sake, scroll down in the bloody chat, he says.
scroll down
He
in the
thinks
bloody chat.
Yes, he was saying that your chat is behind.
Really?
I think that's what he was trying to say.
That was a long time ago, Cookie. Oh my god, dude! It flew me right into the flare.
Into this flare star.
Oh
Yes.
god.
Yes, that happens.
Okay. Nobody panic.
You just have to sort of like point 90 degrees, point away, point away. Yes, it shouldn't do that, but it's a known thing. We're working on it, say Frontier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, okay, granted, I guess there should be some dangers while exploring, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. Look at this thing.
Yeah, well, you should be supercharged now, but at the expense of
What?
1% of your FSD. So I don't know what state your FSD was in before.
What?
It'll be 1% less.
Yeah, that's okay. I can repair. I just restocked my my AMFU.
No good, because
But
yeah, you should have.
look at the jets on
what?
this thing.
90. You should be able to jump 90. No, hang on. I don't know actually how much you should be able to jump. That's quite a good one. That's quite fast, spinny.
That is a very
in fact,
fast spinning one.
that looks nastier than a lot of ones I've seen because you can see one spinny tendril. That's all like that's waves rippling in a pond. You don't want to go in there.
And you know what's interesting is that I have it targeted, but it's not scanning. Are you?
Have you got to be within 25?
25 what? I'm
well,
6.9
about-
light seconds away from this thing.
I think you got to be
Turgeon, look.
in
I-
the old days. With
I can
neutrons, it
scan
dumped you in
that
about
star.
0.25, wasn't it?
Look, I can scan that star over there. That's 39 light seconds away.
Yeah. With neutrons you've got to be on top of, and it's very annoying.
Do you really? Do you have to be that close?
Yeah. That's the only things that have damaged my hull in the past.
Oh, I'm terrified of flying close to this thing.
Yeah. Andy K says 5 light seconds. You've got to be within.
Okay, I'm gonna approach very slowly. I didn't realize you had to be that close to neutron stars to do that. This is I've never seen a neutron star with jets like this though. It's nuts.
No, they never used to, of course. But I've not seen one with jets that are that excited.
Okay, there are 5 light seconds. Okay, it's going.
Yeah, I mean, they are. I mean, Cookie's right. They are technically the size of small planets. So the little potato worlds that you find, little close orbiting M stars that you have to be within like 5 light seconds to scan, they're probably no bigger than that in terms of.
Let me take a look. My frame
volume.
shift is fine. I'm much more concerned over my power plant, which is
Yeah,
getting
which
low.
you can't do anything about.
I'm not bothering to repair my chaff launchers because I just don't care about those. My AMFU is also getting a bit low.
73. You're right. Just get home before it drops below 60.
Take a look at this though. This neutron star has like smoke rotating around it on its other poles or around its axis. I guess its spinny axis. This one is really cool, I gotta say. Very cool. Okay, I gotta get some different angles of this thing.
I've not seen one that pretty.
No, and huge jets too. I mean, normally the jets are like
Well,
thinner.
it's the number of complicated overlapping swirls. I've not seen that before.
Has anyone in chat seen a neutron star that looks like this yet? I'm
used to seeing ones that have one primary spinny tendril that you can see quite clearly, but I've not seen one that's bouncing like that.
Let's look at it down the tunnel of death. Look at that. Is that ever cool? External camera. Oh, I'm so getting this. I gotta record this. Start recording.
Affirmative.
You know, my new NVIDIA GeForce experience, when I start the recording now, a little thing pops up that says, recording started, and it's like a little bar, but it records that too, so I have to wait like 3 or 4 seconds
That's
for it to
NVIDIA.
go away.
Yeah, we'll just let everybody know that we record. Yeah, Jerome says that's a pulsar. Yes, it is actually a very fast rotating neutron like that. That's into pulsar territory.
It certainly is. Could be like a millisecond pulsar. I think there's one more star I saw in the system. There it is, tiny little one. Stop recording.
Acknowledged.
Cockpit view. Well, it's scary. It's even scarier when you drop in on it like a frickin' ridiculous trap of some kind. External camera.
Quality
Start
Elder
recording.
says you can turn that off.
Confirmed.
I assume he means the recording thing from NVIDIA.
Oh, like the little
Well,
notification.
I wouldn't
popping up.
know myself because I don't actually use the current GeForce Experience incarnation. Mine is version is mine. Let's have a look.
Look at that. Is that ever neat? I just got a nice orbit around the neutron star so we can kind of like get a 360 of it.
Yeah, I'm using version 2.11 of Experience. I'm not using version 3 and anything beyond that because it's clunky as hell for me. I don't see why they've done what they've done, so I'm just interested in using an old version. And I keep disabling their updater when it says I want an update.
Cockpit view. Okay, that's enough flying around the neutron star. Stop recording.
Well, that's quite, yeah, a lovely spiral when you go past it, right angles to it.
Yeah, did you see as it's like right looking down the tunnel, you can see the magnetic field lines even. It had
Yeah,
like that
that's very
torus
cool.
kind of shape where you could see it.
Done
kind
an
of, like-
excellent job on those.
Oh yeah, really fantastic. Well, this is great so far. We're getting some really cool stuff in the stream that I'm really excited about. No planets here, mind you, but we'll scan that third star, claim this whole system for Commander Josh Hawkins.
Aquatic Borealis says, has to be nuts dropping in on one of those in VR.
Oh, I
Sick bag territory.
So I was telling you the other day when you and Shibuka were in Discord, we were having a chat, and I was saying, you know, I popped on my virtual reality for the first time in a while. I haven't put it on just because I have this problem with it right now where if I have my other monitor plugged in, it skips and jumps and it's causing me all kinds of problems. But if I unplug my main monitor, I can use Oculus with no problem at all and no hitching, no skipping, no juddering. So I said, you know what, I really want to do this. I popped on my Oculus and it's been a while. I forgot how cool Elite Dangerous looks in Oculus. It is just like, it's unbelievably amazing. And I happened to jump into a system with a black hole because I've been jumping around this whole area going from black hole to neutron star. And I was sitting in front of a black hole and I kind of forgot that I was there after a while because I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go check out this other planet. I was on the system map for a while, picked a planet I was going to go fly to. And the black hole was literally like 0.3 light seconds in front of me. So I just throttled up, and because I was aimed like right at the black hole or just above it, I like instantly flew through the black hole, and my whole spatial perception, the whole view around me just like morphed, and like it was almost like getting hit in the chest with a brick. It was like boom, and I jumped so high out of my chair, and like my heart skipped a beat, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell just happened? Then I was like, oh right, black hole right in front of me. Okay. Really, really creepy and terrifying in virtual reality. I can't imagine what this would have been like to just jump right in the way that I did, right into the spiraling arm of this damn thing. But
that would have been Shibuka screaming, "Kill me!" wouldn't
yeah. Oh my god, it was nuts. So I hope you guys enjoy this final view here. I'm gonna pick another neutron star and hopefully
see if you can get one that involves the extra jump boost that you've got there.
Well, we can see the extra jump boost now, right? That's what all of these spikes
how
coming
much have
out
you
are.
got? Oof, look at that.
Well, we could probably see it here, right? 120 light year jump range now.
120.
Yeah, I could certainly look for something a little further. I mean, whatever, 120 is not that big of a deal, really.
You don't have to. You could just go, nah, I'm going to take it all short.
Yeah, I don't really go for shortcuts. I mean, you can vouch for that, Turgeon, when we were like, okay, we got to get back to the bubble.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
like,
go. This one.
Oh no, gotta look at this one. Oh, there's lots of neutron stars here. Where am I right now? I'm only.
Well, zoom out a sec.
off.
Are you actually in the donut of neutrons that encircles the core?
I must be.
You probably are.
Someone was asking before where I am. So here, if you're still in the chat and you're wondering where the heck I am, this is where I came from, like over here, and then this is where I started thinking, oh, you know what? If I just spend 20 minutes and set up my 1,000 light year jumps with a bookmark, then I won't have to do that every hour. So I just kind of spent some time and set up these 1,000 light year jump bookmarks and just never bothered to unbookmark them. But other than that, they really have no purpose. They're starting to clutter up my screen, as a matter of fact.
Well, mine looks a bit like that, but they're all Earth-likes and water worlds with moons and things. I only bother putting a flag down if it's something worth remembering.
Oh, hey, this must be. Let's see. Is this?
But yeah, you look in about the zone where there's this circle, a donut of neutrons and black holes going around the core. There's one above it and one below it. So I don't know exactly what. You're probably near the top one, aren't you? The above one.
Yeah, there's Zakia right over there. Let's take a look at where he actually is. Oh, right in the core. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, he wasn't kidding. He's like, I'm pretty much at Sagittarius A. Yeah, you pretty much are at Sagittarius A. If you're still in chat, Zakia, I'm curious. Is this your first exploration trip? Is this the first time that you're going out, or is this like a no? It's my 30th trip to the core. Just came back to put another notch on the black hole. Okay, wow, I'm gonna zoom out from there.
I left my specs there last time. I had to go back and get them.
Slander Strange. I like the giant balls of fusion fire. They call to me, LOL.
They call. Yes.
Yeah, they do. They have a way of calling, don't they? I guess
shiny.
I didn't realize. Like I've been doing. So if anyone's wondering, I have been going economical. I've been jumping towards the core economical, which, by the way, around here is retarded because, like, from here to here is like 50 jumps. So
yeah, you can throw a rock to the next star where you are.
Yeah, and it's great though. I mean, I love it because there's so many stars. Like, I'm never going to get to the core if I keep going economical, obviously. But I mean, it's a slow pace, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
It would be interesting to know what kind of unexplored gaps there are from people who end up falling into following the same route as other people. Like I said in one of my episodes, humans always go where humans go.
Yep, that's it, right?
And there'll be bits where people haven't gone, and the only way you'll find all of these things, because people will jump into 30-odd light year jump usually if you're exploring out that far, and there'll be gaps in the middle. So
Yeah.
there'll be this whole like concentric rings. There'll be of explored chunks with gaps.
Well,
And if you set to economical, it's the only way you'll see them.
that is the only way you're going to see them. Even then, you're not going to
Yeah.
see all of them. I'm looking for a black hole. I'd like to find
I
another
suppose
black
the other
hole.
thing that's going to get less and less likely to have been tagged in the future are unscoopable stars, because people are just
There
going
we
to
go.
automatically default to filtering their route to scoopables. And so if you go to a proto star, nobody will bother going to them
No,
because you can't scoop them.
no.
So if you want to tag everybody,
Well, the next thing that they have
go
to do,
to proto stars.
if they want people to go to protostars, is they're going to have to add in protoplanetary disks and make protostars look how they should technically be looking, with like a giant ball of dust and gas around them. It'd be really cool
Yeah.
if they had that. I'm doing a
Big
64 light year
swirly
jump right
accretion
now.
disk that's got a gap in it for one Jupiter-sized thing gobbling it all up and falling in towards the star. That's what you need.
Exactly. Jay Funky's heading out. Thanks for joining in, man. Thanks for joining the live stream. Just FYI for everyone else, I'm going to be streaming probably for another 19 minutes or so. I'm going to call it at the 2-hour mark, and at that point, I'm still going to be on, but well, actually, what time is it? I better check what time it is before I say that. 9:53.
5 to 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I'll probably call it in 15, 20 minutes, and then after that, if my wife is still watching TV, I'll probably throw on the Oculus. So if you see me in game and I'm not responding to any messages, it's because I'm in Oculus Rift, because really it sucks, because I like to chat with people and I like to be on the live stream and interact, but you know, when you throw on the Oculus, you really just cut yourself off from everyone else. There was a third-party app that I saw some guy making that was kind of like you can like put windows into the Oculus, and it looked really cool. You could place them like as an object in a fixed point in space, but I haven't checked up on that in a while to see if it's been developed anymore, and I'm pretty sure it was only working with the Vive. So maybe Shibuka will be able to do that, because Shibuka's got the Vive now,
He's got it. Yeah, he's
which
got
is
both.
probably why he's...
Jammy bastard.
Well, he has a DK2. It's not exactly
Yeah, he does have a
the
DK2. It's
same.
not.
I mean,
not
it's
commercial, but
it's still really cool. I mean, my DK1 was cool. Hang on a sec. External camera. But yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the same as the Rift, the CV1. Black holes, folks, aren't they funky?
yeah, they have changed the black hole icon.
Yeah, the black hole icon is a little different now.
Yeah.
It actually has sort of like an accretion disk around it. Oh, this is tripping me out. It's making me dizzy. It's making me very dizzy, actually. Just watching the stars whip around there. Chrono Stargazer, 48.99. One more for 4,900. Okay, get back. Cockpit view. Nothing else? Oh no, there was something in this system. Why did it? That's weird. I did the scan and it didn't show any more discovered objects. Actually, wow, we got quite a few discovered objects here. Let's see, what do we have?
I've got a hawk murdering request.
Oh, go for it.
Okay. we'll have the Barrett.
Hey Hawk, subscribe this.
There you go. Poor hawk.
Poor hawk. I mean, seriously, everyone hates the hawk.
Well, you know, you've got a hawk farm. You've got whole crates of them, haven't you? Just waiting there.
Yeah.
Throw one out every time. Go on, buddy. Go on. Announce it.
You know, I would be more than happy to take on a different symbol if someone wants to design it. If someone, hey, you know what I've been wanting to do is I wanted to make an intro for my channel, something other than the poof, poof, ah! I just can't think of anything else to do at this point. But if there's anyone out there that
And
has
shooting
like,
the hawk, obviously.
Andrew shooting the hawk would be pretty funny. That would be
Yes,
a
that's
great
it.
intro for the broadcast. But if there's anyone out there who has like 3D graphics knowledge and wants to like throw something together as a mock-up, I would love to see what other people come up with as an intro for the channel. I love what Dr. Kai did with his intro, although I think it's a little long. It could probably be shortened down a little bit, where he's got like the spinning accretion disk around the black hole, and then it like morphs into his logo. Really, really cool. I'd love to see something with my logo with like a hawk come flying down and then like turn into the logo, or something like that. I just don't have the technical know-how on how to do it. I was
it should have sunglasses on, and it should just stop and turn its head to the camera and go, hello.
Sup, boys? Sup, bros?
Yeah, it swoops and goes, hello. What?
What? It's gonna be a hawk with like a
What,
joint
mate?
in his mouth
Yeah.
and some sunglasses and a tequila drink or something.
Dude. Yeah.
Sup, dudes?
The dude hawk.
No, he's gonna go raw.
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 Yeah, just raw.
The Romulan Star Empire Warbird logo. I think that Star Trek might have a copyright problem with me using like something from theirs.
Yeah.
In
Then
fact,
Shibuka comes in, and Murica happened, says Cookie.
well, we're gonna see where Murica is after tomorrow. It's interesting.
Oh, and Andy says Rusty Dog's your man. He does 3D for a living.
Oh,
There you
really?
go.
Well, Rusty Dog's not in the chat right now. I know he's been in our
No, he's
broadcast
not. Well,
plenty of times.
He's more sensible than me. It's the same time for him, 3 in the morning.
Oh, he's UK also.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's only what did I say it was 9:30 here? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock now. Hold on a sec. I just realized my wife is sending me attachments on Facebook. What is this? What in the hell? Weird noises coming from Arctic seafloor. The pinging sound has been heard throughout the summer and fall, and it's scaring animals away. Okay, interesting. And then she sent me another one here. It looks like a video, but it's like a family sitting around a table and the husband's... Oh, wow, sorry. I thought that was something in the game. That was my neighbors walking outside my window. It says, "Darling, I liked your pee." Don't ask me what that's all about. My mom always cooked tasty food, but one day she put a burnt pie in front of Dad. Here, I'm just going to read this. Not just a little burnt, but black as coal. I waited to see what Dad would say, but he just ate the pie and asked, "How was your day?" Then I heard Mom apologize to him for his supper. I'll never forget his response. "Darling, I liked your pie." Oh, it wasn't pee. Later, I asked him if he had told the truth. He put his arm on my shoulder and said, "Your mom had a tough day at work. She was tired. The burnt pie didn't harm me, but a sharp word could have hurt her. We all make mistakes. We shouldn't focus on mistakes, but support those we love. That's the secret of a long and happy relationship." Here I was thinking it was going to be like comedic, and it was just like sentimental and emotional.
Oh,
That's my wife.
that's wives.
That's
That's
why-
wives for you.
That's why I
Yeah.
love her, because she's the emotional one, and I'm the robot. I'm the android, apparently. Oh, well, sorry, that wasn't more entertaining. I was expecting it to be like a... Thank you. I thought it was going to be like a Jack Handy type of thing, you know? As I lay there on my bed, gazing up at the stars, I wondered, where the hell is my ceiling? Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. I miss Jack Handy. I miss Saturday Night Live. I haven't watched it in ages. Zonar the First, can you come to Canada? Yeah, dramatic readings with Commander Josh. We could add that as a segment to the broadcast where I just like read some sentimental quote for the bros, you know. I could
Yeah,
do
we
that.
need some sort of twittery music intro for it.
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know, we could all use these life lessons. They're good. They're good for us. They're good for our well-being and our health and the happiness of those around us. You know, you should pay heed to the message in that little saying, in that little thing I just read out. It's happy wife, happy life. I think that's basically what that thing was saying. That's how it could be summed up. That's the secret to a good marriage, by the way. Happy wife, happy life.
Joshua says, read from the Elite 2 Gazetteer.
I could do that too.
It's not really as much fun though.
No.
I open it at random here.
We'll find something.
I find the system Xtiller, and it says, the farmers of Carter's World are justly proud of their reputation for producing some of the richest harvests of the Empire. It's not really as exciting, is it?
Not quite. See, here's a normal neutron star. I'm okay with this one. It's a happy neutron star. It's not raging and spewing out giant spinning magnetic beams of death.
Dramatic Galnet readings, says Zena. Yeah, that's the one I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing neutrons looking like that, with a lazy but bright beam.
Okay, we're gonna go and test the theory again. That was the whole point of me flying. I wanted to find another neutron star or black hole that had a planet that could be potentially geyserous. See, I made up a word there. Geyserous. Or fumerolis. Full of fumer. Let's fly to this one and see what's there.
Okay, Bluethwaite says, turn Galnet entries into haiku.
I would love...
I think FDev were halfway towards that with their editing Minelin that they just put up the other day, because it is about 2/3 the length of what I gave them.
Turn them into haiku.
so they were trying to turn it into a haiku. Yeah.
I had a friend that worked with us for a long time. His name was Morris. And great guy. Just one of the funniest guys I've ever met. And he used to write haiku all the time. And people a lot of people don't know what haiku are. But he'd write he'd write the weirdest haiku you've ever heard. And he would always write them about a girl. And they'd, oh man, I wish I could find some. I'm sure that somewhere at work in a drawer I have some of his haiku written down. I'll look for them, and if I could find them and remember to bring them back home, I will, because this guy was a genius.
Yeah, they lend themselves to being messed about, particularly in English, because I mean, I'm sure these things work much better in Japanese.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
When you start mutilating English haikus.
It has symbolism in Japanese, but I mean, all he did was he took the format of a haiku, which is basically several lines, and then there has to be a certain amount of syllables and words in each line, but he did them all in English, and they make absolutely no sense. So, he did completely murder the haiku art, but in English, his haiku were quite fantastic. So here, let's go test this theory. Let's find one of these moons. There's plenty of moons around this this gas planet right over here. I'm sure one of them is going to be geyserous, and we will see if we can test that again. You know what I would do? I would read Drew Wagar's books. And in fact, I think someone started doing that. I think it was DJ Knight was saying that he's doing book reading of Drew Wagar's books. I want to say it was Drew Wagar's books. I saw a tweet from him the other day. And, I mean, he's a pretty popular streamer. He streams a whole bunch of games. And I don't think he focuses necessarily on Elite Dangerous, and I could be completely confusing this with someone else, but I want to say it was DJ Knight that said that he was going to be reading from a book of some kind, and maybe it was Drew Wagar's, maybe it wasn't. No volcanism, no atmosphere. All right, we'll keep looking. We'll keep looking here. Don't worry, folks. We'll find another one. But I would do that. I would read Drew's books. I mean, I don't know if I could technically monetize that. You know what I could do is I could read like just 3 minutes, because that's about as much time as anyone needs to fall asleep listening to me read a book.
It's the fry.
It's the fry, and then I'll title it Sleep Aid, and get 1 million views on YouTube. Putting people to sleep since 2016. No volcanism. Okay, we'll keep trying. Go for the next one. One of these planets, guys. One of them is going to have volcanism. And then in the next 5 minutes, I intend on finding surface features using my new technique. The Hawk technique. That's what it's called. Alright, come on. Scan. Scan. Actually, I can get a little closer. It'll scan quicker if I fly closer towards it.
Gork.
Obsidian Ant audiobook. You'd pay for a Josh Hawkins audiobook? Well, you know what you could do is you could also send a message to HCS and tell them that you'd love to have a Josh Hawkins voice pack, because they said if I could garner enough support that they would certainly consider that. They're doing community voice packs right now, and I'd like to say I'm a part of the community. I have been known to, report on community happenings and create community events and do community broadcasts. So I think that qualifies. Yeah.
A bit communal, yeah.
It's a bit communal. You can tweet it out to HCS voice packs and just be like, how come you guys don't have a Commander Josh Hawkins voice pack? Like, seriously, dudes, get on it. And if everybody tweets that out, put hashtag HawkFlock on there too. Don't forget. If you tweet anything for the broadcast or our live streams, put hashtag HawkFlock on there, because that's going to be like the new thing. Well, I mean, it's not really new, but nobody's using
the new old thing.
The new old thing. My Twitter is starting to become...
So I said if I was doing an audio book, I'd have to throw some Jack Sparrow in it.
Oh, definitely.
Naturally.
Definitely. Then you have Johnny Depp calling you up, be like,
hey, you're stealing my act, mate.
yeah. I don't like that you're stealing. I can't do that. Are you kidding? I can fake a bad British accent, but I can't do Jack Sparrow. I'm not even going to try.
Because of course, I mean, Johnny Depp would naturally ring me up in Jack Sparrow accent, not his own. Well, of course he would.
Wouldn't surprise
He's
me.
bound to have my number.
Didn't he get like fully dressed up as Jack Sparrow and like go to the hospitals?
He frequently, yes, he does. He does that quite a lot. He likes to sort of dress up as Jack Sparrow and go down hospitals. Yeah.
It's probably better that he does.
As Cookie says, Captain Jack Sparrow.
Well, it's probably much better that he does, because if he showed up as Johnny Depp, they'd be like, who the F are you?
Who's you? It's Johnny Depp.
Oh, it's that guy from What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Yeah, I like that movie, dude.
Captain
Way to go.
Sparrow.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, if he's Captain Jack Sparrow, it's gonna put some smiles on some faces, right?
Oh yeah.
Flashback to the broadcast thrust. I'm trying to forget that moment, actually. Sometimes I watch the broadcast like in bed. I put it on like, because my wife doesn't watch the broadcast while it's live, so. I'm like, honey, you're going to listen to the broadcast now. And she's like, no. And no, actually, I'm kidding. She actually likes watching the broadcast. But she doesn't watch it live. She just watches it, like, after the fact. And sometimes she'll be like, oh, you're going to go play your game, but I just wanted you to come here and put me to sleep. And so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just
put
talk.
the broadcast on for 5 minutes.
That's what I tell her. I'm like, you don't need me to be there. Just put on one of the broadcasts. You have 3 hours of me talking. Like, come on. It's why I did this, so I could get away from you and play my game, and you can still listen to me. That's why I started the broadcast. So I figured you'd listen in, and it's like we're hanging out together without me having to break away from my computer games.
Yeah. Hanging out by proxy.
Exactly. No, we spend lots of time together. But today's her couch day and my gaming day, so I get to actually do a little bit of Elite Dangerous. We're coming up. There's the 2-hour mark. Okay, so since I did want to test my theory once more live, I'm going to fly to this next planet over here, and we're going to take a look at what we have orbiting there, and hopefully find one more volcanically active moon, and then test the theory one more time, and then I'm going to throw on the Oculus and space out in like a complete awesome sense of the word. Captain
Yes, Captain Jack Sparrow.
He goes to the ride at Disneyland and plays the role too. Oh, he
Plays a
does.
Yeah,
That's
he
pretty
does.
cool. That's pretty cool. Johnny Depp seems like a cool guy.
Yes.
He's one of those like really eccentric real life people that are also actors. There's another guy that he kind of reminds me of. If you've watched any of the Star Trek series, Captain Sisko, the actor who plays Captain Sisko. I don't know if you've watched Deep Space Nine, but this guy in real life is, I mean, I swear he's on something all the time.
I've only ever seen him on DS9. I haven't seen him wandering around for real or at conventions and things, so I don't know what he's like when he's not Ciscoing.
Yeah,
but yes, he strikes me. He could have that element about him. Yeah.
When he's playing Captain Sisko, I mean, he's like, get over here now, come on, you know, like he's got that very like gruff,
with very clipped accent. Yes,
but
he does.
If you see him in real life, he like wears like this hat that's sort of like slooping down on one side, and he's got his like shiny sunglasses on, and he's like, yeah, man, it's all about art, you know, like you got to connect with the art. And he's like playing his piano and stuff. I saw him in, I want to say, what was it? It was William Shatner did something called The Captains, I think it was. And he goes and he meets with all of the different captains from all the Star Trek series. He even meets, Scott Bakula and Chris Pine and all of the captains from Next Generation, and he meets with Janeway and everyone, and just has a little chat with all of them. And I think the whole point of him doing that was really just to inflate his own ego a little more, because, you know, like, well, I'm the original captain, so, you know, but it's a great it's a great show nonetheless. And when he talks to the guy who plays Sisko, who of course I can't remember his real life name right now,
Avery Brooks.
Avery Brooks, thank you. Someone put that in the Avery Brooks. There it is. Thank you, Andy K. Yeah, he talks to me. He's like very like, chill, man. Yeah, it's so cool.
I'm just looking at pictures of him here on Google with his little shades and his beardy bits going on, and you think, oh yeah, that's very, very dude.
What's that? Joshua Ruskoff saying, I love the inside jokes with this channel. Find it really relaxing and also a bit impressive. There's absolutely no toxic comments here whatsoever. Well, you know, thank you, Josh. And we kind of try to breed a more wholesome environment. I mean, granted, we can get a little...
We like our positives.
Yeah, we're friends.
There's enough
here,
negatives out there in the world.
We're all friends. We're all playing this game to enjoy it and to have fun. And don't get me wrong, I would love to swear my butt off the whole time, especially like when I fly into a superheated plasma jet shooting out of a neutron star. But, you know, or like jump through a black hole. Those type of things, I just want to be like, holy F and S and GDMF and B and, you know, all of that good stuff. But there's no need for it, you know. I mean, I'm not PewDiePie. If you want to watch vulgarities, you can go watch PewDiePie. He's funny and swears all the time. I like PewDiePie, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, like Dave Bluthwaite says, all the negativity goes to the Hawk.
Exactly, the Hawk takes the blunt of all of that.
But Slightly Strange is saying there about Avery Brooks that in real life he'd say, it's science, man. He probably would.
It's science, man.
I'll play it.
It's science, man.
There he is.
There it is. All right, let's check these moons. Come on, one of them's got to have volcanic activity on it. Come on, keep scanning.
Yeah, if you find a binary around a gas giant, they usually...
No volcanism, no volcanism, no volcanism, no volcanism. These are the last two here. So here's the binaries. All right, this is my last attempt. I'm gonna go over to those two, and then as soon as we check those two, then I'm done. If there's no volcanism on either one of those, well, sorry folks, you got to see some surface features today, 2 different kinds of surface features on 2 planets within literally 5 seconds of each other. And
yeah, that far out with those 2, there's a chance of ice and water geysers, so we'll see.
Hey, Shibuka just went offline. I didn't even see that he was online.
I never even noticed. He's a quiet fella.
Yeah, quite well. He's in his.
Yeah, he's vibing it up.
Oh, yeah.
Like a good one.
I hope it's working for him. I mean, I hope it's not like causing problems. That's the last thing you want when you spend like $1,000 on something and you bring it home and you set it up and it doesn't work. And then you're like, okay, no, it's got to be something easy. So you start like going through, okay, check the plugins. Yeah, that's all good. 4 hours later, you're like, stupid. and you're like breaking it and like raging, but you haven't stopped
trying. Why has this happened to me? Yeah. Keep
Why? Going. That's awful. I hate when that happens. It's the worst. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. It's happened to us all at some point or another.
Hey, look at that. Zonar says, I imagine Josh is playing the game while Turgeon is at the soundboard with the headphones on as coach. Do you know, that's exactly right. Actually, as it happens.
Pretty much. Yeah, well, that's...
Right now.
That's how...
Yeah, round of applause for that man.
Thank you. And thank you, Turgeon. You deserve a round of applause as well. Audience, please applaud for Turgeon, too. There we go. Yeah, no, it's great that Turgeon's got the soundboard. Cause
whoops, no, which one did it hit there?
Subscribe this.
I wasn't meaning to play that. Sorry, Andrew. I was actually looking for this one.
I'm a real boy.
There, it's Shibuka. Hey, Shibuka's in the channel again.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear him come in here. Wow, it's amazing. He just snuck in.
Oh, there he is. He's a real boy.
Okay, I scanned the 2 planets. I'm going to wait for this one to fully scan, and then we'll check for volcanism. We go down there. There's a bunch of Vulcans walking around the surface. All right. System map. The moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out. Volcanism? No volcanism.
Well, if one hasn't, the other probably
Can we get the trumpet, please?
Oh, yes. Quite right. It's that one.
Sorry. Sorry. I mean, you know what? It's cool. If every planet that had volcanism on it, I could actually find the surface features quickly and efficiently like I did today, I don't mind if every planet I scan does not have volcanism. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just like the past 10 hours of exploration that I've done looking for it, I haven't been able to find it, and that just pissed me off to no end. So today we found some. I will do a little more testing of my theory in Oculus once I have the Oculus on, once we close out the live stream here in a couple of seconds, and then I'll report back and let everyone know if the theory is sound, if it still is holding true to the science. We'll see if the volcanoes appear around the equator, or the equator, as some... I don't know what the proper way to say it is. I think you could say both, right? Equator, equator... Ecuador.
Yeah, just call it the Ecuador.
Around the Ecuador. Okay.
Equated, because you equate one thing to another. And blah de blah.
What's that? Hello,
Someone's
Josh.
asking in chat there. Where are we?
I just want to see what
About,
Giovanni says here.
yes.
Hello, Josh. On a previous video, you said that
That's the one.
someone was working on a mod that will make possible to add waypoints to surface of planes. Is that true? Well, I don't know if they're putting any waypoints on the surface of planes, because, I mean, first of all, there are no planes in this game. So let's just be clear, it was not planes, it was the surface of the planets.
He'll slap you. He'll slap you.
I'm
He'll say,
terrible for
yeah,
that.
thanks, Josh. Thanks for pointing that out.
My wife hates
yeah,
that,
I've seen
so I
a
apologize
video,
for
but I
that.
can't find it. There's a video the guy did, but I can't remember who he is or what I'd be looking under to find it. But
Well, yes.
he was working on one.
It lets you put waypoints, and it gives you like a little skeleton outline of the planet, and you can even see the waypoints on it, kind of like, you know, like when you put your cargo scoop out and you have that little radar that appears down there next to the hollow image that's showing like the little image popping in. Well, his thing kind of does that, but it's like a wireframe of the planet, and it shows waypoints on it, and it gives you like navigation and coordinates and everything. It's amazing. And I saw them using it for quite a few different things. One of the things which I thought was a fantastic use, and I'm sure is going to be used a lot, is for setting up rally races across planets. And, you know, setting waypoints. And it even knows if you cross the waypoint, because it has like checkpoints built into this program. We should look it up. I should find out who it is, and I should promote it a bit more on the channel. If it's a working thing, I will definitely install it. But you can look it up. I'm sure it's not that hard to find if you go to the Frontier forums and peek around in there a little bit. Or even on Reddit, you could probably find it there. I think that's maybe where I found it, actually, was on Reddit. So yeah, look on Reddit first. Reddit has search capabilities, so, you know, I'm sure with a few keywords you could probably pull it up. In any case, this is the end of the live stream. So I'm going to ask you all to... Whoop, let me get my mouse back. I'm going to ask you all to go ahead and put the salute symbol into the chat so that I may go ahead and say goodbye to everyone who has been so kind to join us tonight for this impromptu live stream, and I will try to go through them as quickly as possible. So, thanks for joining. Greytest Cookie Rebel, Arched Person, Slander Strange, Zonar the Zonar the First, the Sniper, aka Finster. What is that? Frank G. Finster's alter ego there. Joshua Ruskoff, Giovanni, Black Asp, Andy K, Vaxnam, Big Zox. I think it's supposed to be like...
Yeah, that would be socks.
Big hugs and kisses. Dave Luthwaite, Steel Talon, Simon Rigby, Commander Mars. Wait, not the Commander Mars. He was in here as Ghost Draft before. Ghost Draft obviously was in here. Don't think he's in here anymore, but Ghost Draft, everyone. Aquatic Borealis, Alan Campagnaro, Commander Malik, Bicarb 6, Nitro Vids, and anyone else. If you don't have a YouTube account and you're a little bit behind on the stream and you notice that everyone starts putting this in chat and you're just catching up, just so you know, the stream is probably already over if you're a little behind, so won't really matter. But thanks for watching. Hey, the Lavian, salut. And it was fun. Hey, we got to see some cool stuff. So if you make it this far and you missed out on the beginning, it's Ox, comes from my commander name, Oxroth. Okay, gotcha. Exothroth. Ravenwood 253, Sean Thacker. Thanks for joining, guys. So yeah, a quick recap. We had surface features. We had some Silicate Vapour Geysers. We got to see some little magma geysers. We got to see a crazy Ars neutron star try to kill me. Commander Keldar, thank you. And then a couple of black holes, and really nothing else after that. Space Explorer, Elven Tree. This is that time. Turgeon, would you like to say goodnight to the Hawk Flock?
I could, or I could just play one of these bits of music here.
Go for it.
Which one would we like? This one. There, they can have that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your participation in today's live stream, and would like to join you to, would like to invite you to join us again on the next live stream which we don't know when it will be. It's just sort of coming up sometime in the future. And don't forget, if you are new to my channel, if you got here from Obsidian Ant at some point this afternoon, from a shout out from Obsidian Ant, make sure to thank Obsidian Ant for referring me, and check back here every Sunday. Sundays from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. we do a live show every Sunday. It's called the Broadcast. If you're not familiar with it, you're certainly not going to want to miss it.
Eastern time, so in-game time it's 8 till 11.
8 in-game time till 11 in-game time. That's
time, yeah.
3 p.m. Eastern time till 6 p.m. Eastern time. We do interviews. We have Scottish war music. We do the Dutch Challenge, which is a lot of fun. And we have events. This week, I think we're going to be doing the mountain climb, unless we can convince Ed Lewis to jump on with us, which would be kind of cool. Oh, 4,900. When the heck did that happen? I didn't even see another
you
pop
missed
up
that
there.
one.
Hey, look
Yeah.
at that.
No,
Perfect time.
I never shot anyone either.
Oh, that's okay. It was a stealth subbing. That's what it was. So yeah, make sure you check out the broadcast on Sunday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's hosted by myself, also Commander Turgeon, who's in here with us as well right now. Turgeon, throw your link in there again. Make sure to check out Turgeon's travels.
Oh, yes.
And Shibuka is our third co-host, who hopefully will actually be able to make it on one of these weeks, because he's had some computer issues, I guess. There's Turgeon's travels, and that's about it, folks. I got nothing more to say. Love you all. Peace.
So, well, thank you very much, Mr. Hawkins. You can.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Hashtag Hawkflock, don't forget, folks. And this is Commander Josh Hawkins signing off.